everyone, Dave Cass here with QA1, here to show you our C10 suspension system. This chassis, we painted this white to really highlight and show the components that we can help you with. If you have a two-wheel drive C10 or a GMC, on the front we have an option to convert your truck to a full coilover setup. So with minimal modification, you can take your truck, bolt in an upper and lower control arm setup with a bracket that allows you to go to a full coilover. If you don't want to go coilover, that's fine, because we do have an option for a traditional style drop spring, which is nice. On the coilover setup, you have the option to go from your stock height all the way down to about 2.5 inches lower, and then if you use a drop spindle, you have options to go all the way up to 5 inches. So this setup right now, as it sits, you're sitting about 5 inches lower. Now, it's a full tubular design on the control arms. It gives you 7 degrees of caster, and the caster game took your truck from what was about 1 degree of caster, like mine had, my 72 had for instance, and brings it to 7. The drivability is greatly enhanced. So just driving the truck, just so much more enjoyment with it. It handles much better straight line stability. You're not chasing the wheel as much as you once were. So just that change alone by doing the upper and lower control arms, just major drivability enhancements. Not to mention when you pair it with a nice shock and spring like we have here with the QA1 setup, it just brings it into the modern day age, which is awesome. Pair that with the QA1 sway bar, and you have a truck here now that's doing things a truck should not do while riding as good as it does. Now, the spindle that we designed the system work with is for your square body spindle, so your 73 to 87 spindles, and that's because your earlier trucks were mostly drum, and there's some different ball joint changes and whatnot. So most of the time, if you're going to go forth and do a nice suspension setup like this, you're going to be going to a disc style front brake setup. So if you're going to be changing your brakes, make sure you go to a square body 73 to 87 spindle. Moving to the back, what we have here is we have an option to go with a full tubular style trailing arm with a really nice integrated pinion angle adjustment, so you can change your pinion angle depending on what ride height you want. Or you have options to go with your stock truck arm, but still get the benefits of having a coilover. Now, all of the coilover systems, whether you do the stock truck arm or you do the full tubular truck arm options, allow you to go to a full-length Panhard bar system. As most of you know, these trucks came with the Panhard bar that was about this long. Truthfully, it went from one frame rail to the pumpkin. It was really, really short. And so, as such, when you lower these trucks down and you really throw the truck hard into a corner, it can pull that axle off center. So what we've done there is we've made sure to address that issue and incorporated that longer Panhard bar right into the system right from the get-go. The coilovers are mounted on the outside of the frame rails, which is really important. So the widest we could go while still allowing a big tire to be put on the back of these vehicles, so that you have better stability as you again drive these trucks, throw them into a corner, have fun with them. And also we have an option for a rear sway bar. So again, depending on how far you want to take your truck, if it's going to be more of a driver, if it's going to be more of a competitive type setup, you do have those options. Now, our full tubular version that we have here is also really nice because we built into our upper bracket for the coilover mount an integrated C-notch. So simple cut there in the frame, and you have capability of going up to 6 inches lower than stock. So you can really get this truck down on the ground, get that wheel in the wheel well where you want it, and it's just a really nice setup. So it will work with the 12-bolt system like you would traditionally have for these trucks. It also does work with the 9 inches as long as you take your truck arm saddle that's on your axle and make sure that's relocated to the same spot. And one thing that's also really nice is we built this system around a truck that had a rear-mounted gas tank. As most of you know, these trucks right from the factory had the gas tank right behind the seat. And for weight distribution, safety, and other reasons, almost everybody's gonna be looking to move the tank towards the rear. And one of the nicest features, all of this can be installed with the bed of the truck on. Now, for display purposes, of course, the bed is not on this chassis, but for someone in their garage on a Saturday afternoon, you don't have to go find 4 or 5 people to help you lift the bed off and find a place to store it. You can install this system with the bed on it. So very, very straightforward, very, very easy to do. And we took a lot of time and effort thinking about our packaging to make this a system that you could bolt in your truck on a Saturday afternoon and completely and totally change how it drives, rides, and handles. So for more information on this, make sure to check out our website, QA1.net. Check out our social media pages through Twitter, through Instagram, through Facebook, And any questions on the kit, make sure to call our tech line.